And so the next series of sheets in this particular set are the road and utility plans. So on this first sheet, we can see here we've got a couple different roads. It's actually the same road, it's just Buffin Road, and it looks like some improvements in widening. So here, there looks like they're realigning the road. So that's part of this this subdivision process. And then over here, they're just widening or improving the lane, the one lane on this side of the subdivision here. But on these set of plans, what's important to see and to point out is you'll notice that there is some alignment information, and you can see here we have a stationing. So to improve this, you can see this centerline alignment in this area is going to station. So an alignment or a centerline of road has this stationing. Each one of these is 100 feet. So it usually starts, a lot of roads will start at 10 plus zeros is the way it's called out. And this is 11 plus zeros or 12 plus zeros. And basically this is 100 feet between here and here. You can see here the radius of this. So a lot of these plan sheets have dimensions. So here looks like this is part of the property line, and you can see that by the PL here, and it shows a bearing and a distance for that arc. But here you can also see we got dimensions for the lane width, the median. Over here again, there's some just call outs proposed center line and the radius. So we got the radius here. So using this information along with the information we found on sheet 1, the overall plan, we can actually rebuild these roads. So here you can see this is a little bit of overlap there, but there's 2 stations here. This stationing, the 15 plus 3975, is along this Buffin Road here. And then this Boulevard is 10 plus zeros, 0.5. So it looks like the 10 plus zeros, you got to really look at that, because if that's 500ths off and you made that 10 plus zeros where it touched, then it would be off as you go down this road into the rest of it. So it's important to pay attention to that information and not just use this, but that's where that road intersects that road there. You see some other dimensions here. And as we go down, let's take a look here. You can see here we've got some coordinates and the stationing. So, we can use this information to rebuild this road network. Again, it would be, it'd be a little bit of work. There's obviously prone for error of using this versus using the CAD data. But again, you can't say that the CAD data is accurate. What's going to control is what information is on this set of plans. So here's another one. You can see that's 0.08. So again, if you started at 10 plus zeros here, that would throw off all your stationings. You actually have to put 10 plus zeros in back in here. So you really want to use the callouts and dimensions that are on the sheet 1 along with some of the callouts here. So you may have to work your way back. You can see there's, I think, a coordinate here for the sanitary sewer. So usually sanitary sewer, water, gas, other utilities are on this sheet, and then the storm drain would show up on another sheet, which is the grading and drainage plan. We'll show that to you next. But here you can see there's some coordinates. So you have to match these and probably join these together. If we go down to the next sheet, this kind of gives us a little bit better view of how these all tie together. So if we take a look at this, what we may have to do is start back here at this coordinate here of 47 where they intersect and draw that information back here so that when we get back here, we're at 10 plus zeros, 0.5. So, but we do have data here, and this is a fairly decent plan set. It's actually a really good plan set. There's a lot of data, a lot of information on it. But what this sheet's going to give us is basically the layout of our road network as well as the sanitary sewer. So you can see these are all the sewer connections that would have to be put in. So in a process of building this subdivision, they're going to build the road and put in all the storm and the sanitary and the sewer before they move into the lot grading. So they'll grade out the road, then they'll drop in probably all the sanitary, and then they'll build the road back up and finish the road with paving. Or actually, I'm sorry, they'll probably do the curb and gutter, and then they'll come in and the last thing they'll do is they'll pave, to that curb and gutter. So typically they're going to stake out the road by using the center line, but also the curb, and they're going to put the curbs and gutter in first, and then they'll come back in and fill in the road, with the gravels and everything like that. So depends on the sequencing of construction and what's required. There's a lot of coordinates in here though. These are the sanitary easements that are running through here. You can see there's some dimensions for the sanitary based off of the limits of construction and whatnot. All right, so these sheets here basically will come down to the next few sheets. So again, just same data, just on a different sheet or a different section of the project. Same thing here, road and utility plans for the rest of it. So again, these sheets here, horizontally going to lay out the road, put in the sanitary. The profile sheets, which are down a couple sheets, is where we're going to actually get the vertical of the road, and we'll talk about that here in a few moments. Next, we'll get into the grading and drainage plan.